So this is a check-in of the second week of February for my no spend, low spend. Did not go good. But that's why I gave myself only 15 days for low spend, no spend days as a goal because I knew it was going to be like that. So it's kind of, didn't want to put it as 21 or 25 or whatever when I knew I wasn't going to make that. And that's fine. Now on Monday and Tuesday were no spends, or Sunday and Monday were no spends. Tuesday I did go see a movie. $18 was for some snacky food and like bagels and stuff like that. Since I was still waiting to get the fridge and freezer thermometer, I did that. And yes, all the snacky food is all gone. And I wasn't really that hungry that much anyway, but $100 was from yarn that I got from Joann's. Now, it was originally like, I think it was 150 or so, but I whittled it down to 100. And some of the stuff, because I did get a lot of their own brand type yarn and stuff, because again, I'm going to make hats and scarves and stuff like that to donate. Because I realize I do have a lot of stuff, but it's not the weight or the thickness of the yarn that I like to make those materials out of. I don't want to be using a very, very thin yarn for that. Because number one, it's not going to be warm, and it's going to take forever to do. So, but what I did do like a price comparison as far as for the brands that were not Joann's, like Lion Brand and stuff like that. I went on their actual website and kind of added up how much of the yarn I was getting of that product from Joann versus the price of Lion Brand to see what was cheaper. And that's what I did, and it was cheaper to get it through Joann. So, but I did, like I said, I did whittle that down. So I am getting a lot. And I did get some sewing, quilting notions and stuff that were like more than half off. Normally it was like $4 and it was like $1 something. So I don't feel like I did that bad there. Especially some of the stuff, like it's hard for me to find, because I do a lot of stuff. I don't use like machines, I do stuff by hand. So even, there's local quilt stores near me, but even a lot of them, they only have stuff for, customers who do stuff by machine. So, I can get stuff at Amazon, but Amazon's more expensive. This was books, and originally it was like, I think 200 or 250. Now, what I did here to whittle this down was I looked to see what books my local library had. And if they had the book, I took it off the list. And I wasn't originally planning on getting as much. I was planning on spending like 100. But some of the stuff, after I read them, I'm going to give as gifts because I know other people are going to enjoy them and stuff. And they won't care. So, that's what I did. And then if my library didn't have the book, then I got it. Friday, I went to a movie. Yesterday, so this was groceries and pizza. Oh, sorry. Forgot to say. So, after I got the fridge and freezer thermometer from Amazon once it's finally delivered, and then I spent a couple of days moving them in the fridge and freezer. They seem to be fine, the temps now. So I don't know if maybe something I got, some food thing had blocked stuff or what. or if I thought the doors had closed and one was a little bit open. I'm not sure. So at least I have, and I'm going to constantly keep one of them in each one. Then that way, anytime I open it up, I can always glance to make sure that that is what it's supposed to be at. And then if I see if it's getting a little bit, higher or whatever, I will eventually, move stuff around, like right away. Or, if I see it's constant, then I know it is something with the fridge. So I'm not quite sure. I guess I'll find out. Maybe I shouldn't have bought $135 worth of groceries. But I thought, well, it looked like it was fine. And it is now running more than what it was previously. So, I don't know. But I wasn't going to get pizza. But then I was like, I just don't want to cook. And, so I got pizza. But then they messed up on my order. And I got one of those, like, box dinner things. So you get, like, a medium pizza, then, like, 2 sides. Well, they gave me someone else's pizza or made the wrong pizza. And it was a pizza. I was like, oh, I remember this as a kid. I would not eat this. Like, I would take off the toppings and have it be cheese instead. But anyway, so I called them up and like complained. So I figured they would just send me like a pizza. And they also messed up on one of the sides too, for that order. But they gave me everything as like I had, like it was a brand new order. So I have tons of pizza, which I am now going to freeze, like I did previously. Then some of it I will also eat, in the next day or two. So that's it for this week. Oh, and in case you're wondering, I did decide to go ahead because I realized for my work, because I get paid. I was thinking it was next week I get paid, but it's this week I will get paid. And since I realized my paycheck, I'm not going to have enough to pay both credit cards out of the paycheck. So I just went ahead and took out, I had $400 left to pay for my Amex bill, which was more than what the actual minimum was. The minimum was like, I think it was $718, $715, something like that. And I want to pay $800. So I went ahead and paid the remaining, because I had already paid $400. So I went ahead, and because I did know I was just 2 days, I was going to be doing some of the stuff, I went ahead and did an extra $100. So I went ahead and paid a total of $900 on the Amex bill. And I just took that out of savings, which was what I was going to have to do anyway, even to pay the minimum, because it wasn't going to be enough. So, I don't think that was too bad, since I did pull that out of savings. Now, next month, depending on stuff, I probably won't really be doing that on lots of the credit cards. So, oh, and that reminds me, on this one for Amazon, when I went ahead and had them charge my Amazon card, they gave me the option to divide the amount up into 6 months, and then they would add that on to my minimum payment and not charge me the APR. So I did do that. And I did look that for Amex, you can also do that too on some things. And I had looked up because last month, I had charged for the school stuff, and that was an option that I could do it on that one. However, American Express, at least with my account that I have, they charge for that. So I didn't do that, because then I figured out how much the interest was going to be, and it was going to be basically like the same amount or like a little bit more or whatever. So I didn't do that. to do it in, like, you know, payments like that. So hope everyone is having a good weekend. Take care. Stay warm and safe, everyone.